Hello, this is Mark Wildman of Wildman Athletica, and today we are going to talk about the double kettlebell sumo deadlift. The double kettlebell sumo deadlift helps people prepare for the double kettlebell swing. The double kettlebell swing is a target exercise for everybody who does kettlebells. Most people use single kettlebell for many years because it is cheaper. One kettlebell costs less than two kettlebells. Double kettlebells gives you twice the weight. There's a lot of interesting math that goes into double kettlebell training. The most common kettlebells are 16K, 24K, and 32K. That is, say, 35 pounds, 52 pounds, and about 70 pounds. And these weights line up with common weights that people have to move throughout all of human history. Let's say the weight of a suitcase on most airlines that you're allowed to travel with is in the 50-pound range. The weight of a bag of grain is about 50 pounds. The weight of a bag of dog food is 40 to 50 pounds. So these are weights that when people get good at using them, everything in their life improves. When you move to using a kettlebell in each hand, you double the weight. 2 16s is 70 pounds. 2 24Ks is about 106 pounds. And then double 32Ks puts you in the 140 pound range. This is different than normal deadlifting. Normally deadlifting is done with a barbell and your goal is usually 1 to 5 reps and you go up in weight. Kettlebells are about adding reps. They are about endurance strength training, not just strength training, endurance strength training. How long can you lift these weights without putting them down? There are a couple versions of deadlift that we talk about. Single suitcase deadlift, usually the best one for abs, the double suitcase deadlift, and then the double sumo deadlift, which leads to the double kettlebell swing. Normally when you set up for kettlebells, you step up to your kettlebell and your feet are shoulder width apart. A normal kettlebell lifting posture is exactly like standing. Feet pointed straight ahead, generally underneath your shoulders when you are using one bell. When you are using two bells, you're going to have to be a little bit wider, maybe 1.5 shoulder widths apart. So your feet should be slightly outside the line of your shoulders. Power lifters would coach this exercise differently than I'm going to coach it. I'm going to coach this exercise with feet generally pointed straight ahead or a slight turnout. Power lifters might coach this with a large turnout. I like just a natural turnout. For me, that means about 5 degrees. At the top of every movement, the goal is to squeeze the glutes, drive the rib cage down. Step up to your bell until they are directly between the insteps of your feet. Thumbs point towards the sky, thumbs point forward. Drive the shoulders away from the ear, squeeze the lats to start the movement. Track down the inside of your leg. Heels stay flat on the ground, back stays flat. Stand all the way up, lock the legs, squeeze the glutes, drive the rib cage down. Touch down, drive up, squeeze. Touch down, drive up, squeeze. Touch down, drive up, squeeze. Your lats should be on the entire time. That is the important part, that you drive your shoulders away from the ears, squeeze the lats, and hold that lat squeeze through the entire range of movement. When you set it down with good posture. Most people get hurt setting the weight down after the last rep. This is a simple exercise, but simple does not mean easy. This helps people figure out if their shoulders are firing the same, if they can engage both lats and hold that lat engagement the entire time. Think of double kettlebell training, starting with the deadlift, going to a swing, going to a clean, going to a press, going to a push press, going to a jerk, going to a front squat, going to a snatch, and then all the combinations of it as where you get a monster building program. Because you can arrange all of those exercises in any way you want with any number to change your workout every day forever and get really good at not putting weights down. Kettlebells are not about doing 5 sets of 10. They are about learning to not put the weight down for 10, 20, or 30 minutes. In the beginning, people will start this exercise with sets of 5, and then they will walk it up towards sets of 20. Because the weights, even with heavy kettlebells, are light compared to barbells. It is not strength training, it is strength endurance training. Focus on your feet generally straight ahead, keep your back flat, The important part is driving your shoulder down to squeeze your lat and squeezing your glutes at the top of every movement. If your glutes are not on and your legs are not perfectly straight, then you need to learn to stand up better. That is the point of kettlebelling, learning to stand up better, longer, under common loads. Double 16K, double 24K, or double 70 means that the single one of those weights should become your 50% forever. So if you use a 16K and you use double 16K, it makes 16K get really easy for a long period of time. The point of double kettlebells is to make single kettlebells easier because it makes everything in life easier.